the introduction. Namaste and Sitaram in the tradition of our ancestors. I'm just going to ask our two families here about the experience of finding their roots back in India, and I'll just ask them to introduce themselves. So we'll begin
I'm
with
Sharma Maharaj, and I'm here to talk in terms of my Nana's father, Dr. Ramsumair Pandita. He came in 1899 as an indentured laborer. He went back to India, and he came back again in 1928 as a paying passenger, as a free person. He was not an indentured laborer.
So he was assigned to where in Trinidad?
Just as I indicated to you, the estate I don't know. I think it would have been somewhere in Pinal.
So it's Pinal.
It is in Pinal.
Right, so he came to Pinal.
Because the family lived all their life in Pinal.
So of your tree, you only know about
My Nana.
Nana. Okay.
The only thing I have on my Aja is his ship documents. I have no other information. And I understand, I was told that my Aja, when he came from the ship document, noted one brother, but the brother died and there is no family in India.
And he had come to which Pinal as well?
He came, my Aja came to the La Fortune estate in Woodland.
La Fortune Estate in?
Woodland.
Woodland. Okay. Okay. So, Linda,
Okay.
introduce yourself.
I am Linda Ramsumair Maharaj. Originally, I was Linda Ramsumair. Now, I have always been very curious of my heritage because I spent a lot of time with my Aja Ramsumair Maharaj, who came at age, he was born in Trinidad, went back to India, and came back here at age 11. Now, my brother and I, Krishna Ramsumair, and myself, we spent a lot of time with him listening to stories from India. So that sort of planted the seed of curiosity in me. Then, as we grew up, and all, I always looking, and then Vimla came in the picture, and both of us had the same drive. So we will research on the internet, and we looked, but we got nowhere. Then I don't know, we contacted Mr. Shamsuddin, and we are going
We contact Shamsuddin.
And introduce yourself.
I'm Vimla Ramsumair. I'm also the great-granddaughter of my ancestor that came from India, Pandita Tiwari, which we discovered later also the family also carries the name Tripathi. He came from...
What was his name on the records?
Ramanand.
Ramanand.
His father's name
Was Narayan.
recorded as Narayan.
Okay.
They came from the village of Chiaunta in Ajamgarh.
So that is your, which side is that now?
Aja.
Your Aja. That is your...
father.
So your Aja is your?
My grandfather, paternal grandfather.
Your paternal grandfather.
Yeah,
Right, your Aja.
Yeah.
Yes, good. Paternal
My
grandfather.
paternal grandfather
Mhm.
is my Aja. He was Ramsumair. His father is Ramanand,
Uh-huh.
who came from Chiaunta village in Ajamgarh.
So which generation are you guys?
So we are first, second, third, fourth.
Fourth
So
generation.
would you count Ramanand? You counted
No, if he's not
Ramanand.
born, if he's not born
He's
here.
not born here.
He's
So
born-
Ramsumair is born here, my father.
First.
So we are third generation.
Third.
It's a little different because her grandfather went as a child to India and came back to Trinidad.
But he was born here.
But he
But
was
he
born here.
was born
But he was born
You
here.
know?
So the generation will start from him.
Yeah.
From
So you
him.
counted him as first generation to be born in Trinidad.
Yes.
And then we have my father, and then all of us.
So you're third generation.
That is why after third generation you can't get OCI.
Mm-hmm. The OCI card. So you all were lucky to get your OCI card.
Yes.
The whole family, you got your OCI too?
Well, mine has been processed.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So you were lucky to get them. Where you going?
Yes. He said leave it.
Yes, and the camera.
Right.
Yeah. So when hearing Linda speak about all the memories of my Aja who had gone back to India, lived for 9 years in India with his brother, and returned to Trinidad, and she would talk so much about it, we thought our heart just wanted to reach out and find his family.
How old was he when he came back?
Aja was 11.
11.
Yeah, when
And he got married here in
Yes,
Trinidad?
Yes, he got married in Trinidad. So we contact Samsudin and we gave him the information.
He interviewed me. I have the letter. I'll give you.
Right.
And he went into the archives and he found all the immigration passports.
Right, so you found your folks, so I'll start here with you guys. You found your folks in Azamgarh.
Yes.
Right, so you'll, how long did it take you to get ready to go to see them? Or did you contact them?
Story. When we got the records, when Shamsuddin gave us the records, he gave us the contact number. Everyone I met from Delhi, from India, oh, that's a bad place. They will kill you. So
Don't go
for 2
there,
weeks,
it's
don't
dangerous.
go there. We had such frightening.
Yeah.
And then there was a conference at NCIC. And this guy came, Pawan Upadhyay, came to present a paper, journalist. And when Pawan came and I looked at his biodata, I said, Sharma, that man is from Azamgarh, we have to talk to him. And we went to him and he told us he's 5 kilometers away from our village. So I took him, I went down to my home, and then I contacted Vimla because Vimla could explain everything more. She contacted him.
Because why you called me? Because when Samsudin did the research, he got a phone number. He got a number, a contact number for the eldest person in the village, Dr. Prasad's son. And I had the number at home and I rang India and my mom was alive then and we spoke.
But you could speak Hindi,
Yes.
so you had gone to India to study.
Yes, Anjani and Ashwini, we spoke to Ashwini, the eldest son, in Hindi. And when she met Pawan, she was really excited and so she called me, come bring the number, let him speak to them in the village. We gave Pawan the number and right there Pawan called the family and spoke to them and they knew where each other was located and he made arrangement.
Well, that broke the ice in a way. Somebody from there could speak to them.
Speak to them, yeah. And it wasn't a matter of 2-3 days. In a weekend, Pawan took them to the village. It was just
Because I was going to India.
Oh, you were on your way to India?
2 weeks.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks,
Wow.
I was going to India.
Yeah.
We were going already planning.
Oh, you were already on your way. And this conference happened
And this
and
happened,
there.
and It was
Wow.
destiny. It was divine destiny.
Yes, so that, I mean, exciting. So when you landed there, what happened?
Oh, well, we went to Varanasi and then we took a car to the village. They came, first of all, the night before, the family came and they met us
In Banaras.
in Banaras.
Yes.
And when they met us in Banaras, we had tea and so on in the hotel.
But how did you feel? Was there crying and what?
At that time, there was no emotion. But when I went to the village, all I wanted to see was my Aja's cousin. I wanted to see now how, let me tell you, my Aja had landed in India, his father had landed in India, and his brother had landed in India. So when Shamsuddin got it through the land records, he located the family. And when Vimla went back this time, one of the family took her to my Aja's brother's land in the village.
That is still unoccupied.
It's still unoccupied in
planted.
So
Agriculture. They have
was anybody
mustard
a-
seed.
Say
They
again?
planted, the whole acreage is planted with mustard.
Mustards. Was there any fear that you all had come to take land?
No, we never had that fear.
We didn't. But
No, not you, the family
we
there.
heard that there was one individual had expressed a concern, but apparently, upon meeting us, that was never raised.
We did.
Yeah.
I made it very clear. All I wanted to see where my Aja was from. I'm not interested in land. I am not interested in anything. I wanted to, all these stories, I wanted to put a concrete thing to the stories my Aja told.
So what did you see when you went? That you remember the Aja saying?
Well, the first thing, he tried to, but the first thing he used to describe the house. And they said when we come down on evenings, there was the well which they showed us. They covered it because
It's part of the house now.
it's part of the house. And they had the temple. So when I went, they took me in the courtyard. Their house was a U-shaped and they took me to the courtyard. And there I was emotional because when I went into the courtyard, I called, I said, Aja, you couldn't come. Ramanan, you couldn't come. I come here for you. This is what I said, and they interviewed me. Well, there were so many reporters and so many television stations because we went back. We were the first people to go back to that village after 120 plus years.
Wow.
So there was a battery of communication and reporters and all of that. They interviewed me and the whole world. But when I reached there is a murti that is more than 200 years old. When they came originally from a village called Deruya, they brought the family murti with them.
Oh.
So that family murti is still in the family. Of course, the temple is broken down and all of that, but the family murti is in the temple.
What they shared with us that one Brahman from the village of Deria came and settled in Chianta. And that one Brahman, all the Brahmins who are currently came out of that one Brahman. And Ramanand was out of that lineage.
So it's one. So that village has
So
one Brahmin family.
One Brahmin family. Now they are the three of that one initial.
Oh,
Brahman.
that's the one.
The one group that came from Deria somewhere in the hinterland.
So did you all find out where that was?
No, Deria, I know the place. I know the
But you didn't get a connection with the family.
Yeah, so the whole family.
The whole family moved.
Oh, the whole family.
Yeah,
What?
the whole family took their murtis and so on and moved.
But what was the story for
No
that?
story
We
for
haven't
that.
investigated the story yet. Yeah, we haven't found out the details.
Any story, but they left
The
the
murti is there.
The murti is there in the house.
Or what were some of the stories he told you that gave you a connection with the place?
Well, he described the place. He described the station, how they went to the train station. He would make my brother and I do things we did not know it was yoga at that time. But he will put his finger on his nose and make us inhale and exhale. Those days yoga was not the
Right.
buzzword. It's only after we grew up we realized it was yoga. He was making us do as two little kids listening to him. He spent a lot of time with my brother and I.
Tell me about his lifestyle, the Brahmin lifestyle of those days. What would he eat? What would he get up and do in the morning? What?
No, well, that Brahmin,
Ramanand.
Well, let me tell you Ramanand's story. When he came to the estate, they found out he was a Pandit. So they got together and they paid out his indentureship.
Oh, that is like Kapil Dev as well.
Yeah. And when they paid out the indentureship, he came out in the village, but he couldn't. He came out and started to do the pujas for
Who paid it out? The
indentured
fellow
His
indentured.
colleagues.
And
Because they
then,
wanted him to service their
so now they
needs.
wanted the Brahmin to serve their ritual
Yeah.
needs and so
So
on.
when he came out and after a while was serving them, he decided to go back to learn to
Sanskrit.
read, to become a Gauti Pandit, meaning to read Sanskrit.
Yeah.
So he went back.
They call it a Gauti Pandit? Bhagauti, like a Gauti.
So he
Oh,
was one-
so they would say Gauti meaning from the Bhagavad.
So he
Nice.
was amongst a few pundits in Trinidad who could have read Bhagavad.
The Bhagavad Purana.
Yeah,
He was one of the few, yeah.
Because in those days that was,
Yeah.
and
He read
yes,
the Ramayana, but
Yeah.
he read the
I
Bhagavad.
understand
but he
why-
would have known this because he knew Sanskrit.
Yeah.
Because
And I understand when he went back to India to become the Bhagavati Pandit, that area or a gathering that would later become BHU is where he went to learn the Sanskrit.
He went to BHU origin, not a university now, to that spot.
but maybe that place was that before,
That was
like
the
a Gurukul.
institution, the
Like a
Gurukul that he
Gurukul.
called
And
there.
also what he did, he
That
went-
is my alma mater, yeah.
Yeah. So what he did also, he went and did his parents' shrine in Gaya.
Yeah.
He did kill two birds. He went and did his parents.
His parents had died here?
No, in India.
In India. And he's the eldest or the only son or the
Yeah,
eldest?
he was one of the eldest sons.
One of the, so he did
So he
it.
went to Gaya, did his parents'
Shroud.
Shroud, and he mastered the Sanskrit and then come back. And from the records, he made 3 trips to India.
So how many years did he take to stay in India?
Well, we will have to calculate
Right.
based on
So
the-
he went back to become more skilled as a
more
pundit.
versed in the Sanskrit.
Right.
Now, Shamsuddin told us that there are more trips in the archives. He hasn't located all, so we are suspecting it's about 4 trips. He did.
So you would have had to pay a lot of money in those days. Where did he get his wealth? Was he wealthy?
No,
Apparently, the family
the
had
family.
The local family?
Yeah, because
The
if
India
you-
family.
The India family.
The India family? They paid?
They were landowners.
No,
then.
he worked
Oh, they were landowners.
here.
But
Yeah.
No, he worked here. And he took his money and went back to India.
Okay.
But also, he used to bring.
They said he come back with gold. He
He
came
would
back
bring
with
back
gold.
gold from India and sell here.
and that's 22 carat gold, huh? Not 10
What
carat.
he will do, so you see there was that, in addition to being dependent, it was a business element that gave him the ability to go 4 times to India.
So did he have a business here too, or was
Not
it
an
just?
open business. One time he ran a shop
In Guru Singh.
in Guru Singh.
Yeah.
But generally he was just practicing as a pundit
pundit, doing walking and doing this pundit.
and a little trading when he came back from India.
Yeah, well, he would bring it and but not to say no open trade.
But he serviced the whole of the southwestern peninsula,
Yeah, he
all
was-
the way to
okay.
the Caucasus.
Yes.
But then he would have been very famous, having come back from India, you know.
Because if you hear stories, see how this girl come and telling me when I get
Yes.
married, I went and some of them, they say your grandfather and the related, he was a tantric kind of pundit too.
Oh, so he did a little bit of tantra
And
as
the
well.
lady related instances, what he did as a
Ah.
pundit, they were
was well learned.
he was a very well learned man.
Everybody would bring all their problems to him, and he was
And his
listening.
brother was with him also. When he came back on one of the trips,
He brought his
when the brother used to run a shop in Calcutta, and when the British took over and all what was happening, he paid and bring his brother, his
Brother's wife.
India wife.
India wife, and my Aja and his brother.
From
All of them
India?
paid and come back.
From India to
Yeah,
come
they
here.
paid from India to come back.
That was really at the height of the revolution in
Yeah,
India.
the
Revolution.
Yeah.
10 years.
1912 they returned.
12.
Yeah.
They returned in 19.
He
Nine.
came in 18, Ramadan came in 1890. His first journey, he went back in 1903. There are some other journeys, and his final return journey is in 1912.
And he went to stay with his children, but when the plague came, he lost one of his child. And the same night,
He lost the wife from Trinidad.
the wife from Trinidad, he went with a Trinidad wife, the Trinidad wife.
Because he had left the India wife
Yeah.
there.
And the mother of my Aja, he went back with them. And when she died, they knew that the plague was coming. And
He
yeah,
took everybody up
and he took up all of them and ran.
came back.
So how many of them came?
His India wife, his brother Manbahal, who has the land that she went to, Bisnath and Ramsumair,
and a girl who was born in India
called Rajkumari.
Where is she?
She
She died,
died in
her
childhood.
daughter is here.
And his son, did he have a son there in India?
No, we don't.
We're not sure.
Don't know,
We
okay.
hear that he had.
Yeah, but we don't know, and I can't find it. And to quote her, she spoke to her. They were talking in the village.
Yes.
The guy told her, "What's your sister worried about? All come up from one."
One man.
Yeah, they wouldn't
Yeah, they said.
openly acknowledge. But that was his married wife. He would have been married to her.
Yeah.
Anyway, they accepted. It was very flexible in those days.
Yeah.
Well, like one man having, well, not openly having two wives by the circumstances.
But what you had is
Circumstantial need,
you had almost a permanent separation.
Yes. So the circumstances that you're living
What has
abroad.
happened, what I have found in the village, they have no brother, they have no cousins. Everybody's brother and sister.
The extended family is
The extended family is so
you know, they're very well meshed.
meshed, and
Into each other.
everybody is brother and sister. And I, as a child growing up with my Aja, that is what I had in my village. And when I reached India, that purity of relationship, I saw it in India.
So they're all blood relations.
Yeah.
All
cousins,
cousins.
What we would call cousins,
They say brothers.
No, they say
Everybody's
brother. But that is why in the old tradition amongst us, we never married in the same village.
Yeah.
It was considered a big shame to marry in your village because everybody was supposed to be. So what other exciting thing that you recall his stories? Did you see it come alive?
I saw the story. As I said, it has put concrete examples to my early childhood time spent with my aunt.
What are some other things he told you, if you could remember?
Well, he described the house, which I told you. He described the temple. He described the journey from their house. He will take the rickshaw, go to the train station, then take the train and go down to Calcutta. And then he described the Howrah Bridge, the Hooghly River, all of these things. Then he described his journey on the ship. He said he used to help share food on the ship.
Because he was 11 years old.
So he used to help them serve food on the ships. And when I went there, one of the relatives is a replica of my Haja's brother. When I saw that man, his name is Radhisham.
Yeah.
Radhisham. He is the spitting image of my Aja's brother. That to me was mind-boggling. I said, oh my God, that is how I reacted.
Replica. But how did you feel when he was telling you these stories? Do you think he was sad and remembering?
I think he used to say it in remembrance. But my brother and I used to see it as Nancy's story.
Right, in those days.
But you mentioned that Ramanand himself had a deep desire to rebuild.
Oh yes, as a child, I remember Ramanand calling, my Aja took care of him and he used to say, Ramsumair, Ramsumair, and Aja will go ask him what happened, Dada. He said, who is it, Hum India? Hum India, Jai. That man tried to go back to India.
That is
That
your
is the man who left Ramanand.
The one who came from Chiamta.
the first one.
The first one.
And he died here.
Yeah, he died at 110 or something. And
Ramanand.
Ramanand died. And my Aja, who is Ramsumair, used to took care of him and shave him. And
So what is he to Ramanand? That is
Ramsumair is
Ramanand's son.
Yeah.
So he would tell the son that he wants to go back to India.
He cried towards the end to go back to India. His only desire was to go back to India. But remember in those days, India was a name to us. It wasn't, you couldn't even place it on the world map because you don't know. The only, remember as a child growing up, the only little Indian thing you have is your father putting on the radio, get WVDI, a little bit of Indian song.
Radio Suriname.
Yes.
Just on our question, no. They would use the word India in speech. In other words, they'll speak of India.
No.
What would they use for India?
He was in India or Bharat?
Bharat Jai.
And not Muluk.
What?
Muluk.
Muluk is not San Fernando?
No.
My Aja used to say Muluk.
Pitibu.
Oh, well, Aja used to say Muluk. Now that is
So Muluk is a Bhojpuri word for Bharat.
Yeah.
That's why I asked.
well, my Aja.
I know that. I remember that. I remember.
Okay, well, my Aja used to say Muluk and Pitibu.
And what?
Sahar.
Pitibu.
And Sahar.
Pitibu?
Yeah.
Sahar.
Song like French?
Sahar from
Yeah.
Spain.
It was a
Chauhan.
Pitibu.
Chauhan.
Huh?
Well, I don't know Chauhan. As you say Muluk, it sent me right back to my Aja.
So he would refer to San Fernando as Muluk and...
Not Muluk.
No,
I
Pitibu.
interpreted. He knows what.
So just to correct it, so for Spain and Shahar, San Fernando is Pitibu, Chagonas is Chauhan, and India is Muluk.
But what my Aja used to tell me about, which I felt good when I went to the EFT, he used to talk about Allahabad. So apparently they used to go to the Mela and so on. He spoke in Prayag. He spoke a lot to us about, and I remember the pronunciation. He used to say Allah. No, I will say Allahabad because in Western too. He used to say Allahabad. I remember that. And he spoke about with me towns. He spoke about Lucknow. He spoke about Lucknow. He spoke about Allahabad, And you know, these are the things he spoke about.
So you felt that your grandfather died sad, always wanting to go back.
My great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather.
My great-grandfather wanted
Died.
to go back. As a child growing up,
Yes.
the whole village was connected.
So and your great-grandmother, what was...
I don't know.
You all don't know
We
her.
know.
I don't know.
All
My
right.
auntie, I know.
All right. So there was a sadness of wanting to go back to
Yeah, the
India.
desire to go back.
And then your father telling you the story.
My Aja.
Your Aja, sorry, telling you the stories. So you felt that he was kind of reliving and wanting to go back to India himself?
I did not see it in my Aja, but I saw it from the utterances of my great-grandfather.
Right.
My grandfather was a man very, very involved with his grandchildren, and his life was his, and let me tell you, he was a spoiled kid. His father had money. He had the two biggest cars in Rosalaka.
So he was a one child or what?
Two children.
Two children.
Two,
Two boys?
Two boys. If you talk to this Sao girl, she died now, she said, it's my elder brother car that took her, my parents' wedding. They had the two
They were the
biggest
first people with vehicles.
the two biggest vehicles. The father spoiled them, and to do that, he had to have some sort of funds to buy those big cars for them.
Yeah. So he was already established in the village.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed when we got the immigration pass with Ramanan's father's name on it. His father's name, first name is Narayan. And then I noticed that his grandsons all carried the name in their first name. Har Narayan is my father. Siv Narayan is his brother. And the smallest one is Sis Narayan. So I always wondered why they put Narayan in each of their names. We know it's a God name, but it linked directly with Ramanan's father.
So what was his name? Ramanan's father.
father was Narayan.
Right, so they took the first name.
Of the father, of the grandfather,
Yes.
and added a suffix, a prefix.
Yes.
To get the first name
Yes.
of the great grandson.
Yeah, because in their tradition, they would give you the first name and it says son or daughter of.
Yeah.
And they would give the father's name.
Yeah.
You know, I'm now reading this, now that I've gone to India, I'm understanding it. He went to Banaras,
Yeah.
a depot in Banaras, and then went to Calcutta. You know.
Right.
I have now seen, you see, these things were, until I visited, were nothing to me.
So he went of his own free will, right?
No, they said they
That's
tell him to come and
story.
sift sugar.
Tell me about that, how he got on.
The recruiter went and asked him, you want to go to make some money? And India was going through famine, and you know what the British did? And he will only have to go to sift sugar. So he left the village.
But I also heard, I know this from your dad or one of them, that he had gone to his guru's ashram and he was walking on his way back to return home when he met with the recruiter. He was returning from the Gurukul. And he met with the recruiter and went away with the recruiter, came to Trinidad.
Just use that word once more.
Kargati.
Arkati, because I hear Arkatialo, right?
Yeah.
And the other word, what is the Hindustani word they use to shift sugar? You remember the exact-
Challenge.
So they told him he could come to Charlie Chini.
Yeah.
So why did he want money? He was young, wasn't he 11?
Young, 21-year-old.
The grandfather, the ancestor.
Uh-huh.
Remember the ancestor that came? The
Right.
baby is 11 years old.
How old was the ancestor when he came?
21 years.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
okay. So
And you
he,
see, remember 21, the Britishers, you having famine in India, all the business, and all that was going on in India. Now, Azamgarh is a village with a lot of Muslims.
Yeah.
And if you research, when we were researching, the highest literacy rate around there is in that village of Azamgarh. They have a 71% literacy rate in that
In fact, Shamsuddin said that the documents, the land documents that he traced were all in
Urdu.
So he had to get translators to translate it, and then you trace the owners of the land.
Urdu meaning in this Arabic script.
Arabic.
Yeah, so they have to get people to
So
translate
they got
it.
people to translate it.
but I always tried to figure out why would a young man, he would have been an adult, leave his home. He would have been what number in the family?
I think he was the eldest.
Eldest.
The eldest in the family. And what would motivate him,
Because
as it were, to walk away? To walk away from the family? Or is it he was not told properly what was going to happen.
I think it's an enterprising spirit in him, and with the tone of the country, with the British, people were looking at options.
No, but did you hear any stories? Did you hear him say why he came?
No, he only said he wanted to, that's all we heard.
He wanted to.
Well, I think we can analyze it. If they tell you come to sift sugar, and it was motivated by earning.
Right, so he wanted to earn money.
The family knew he was leaving?
Yeah, I think so.
So they just
No, the brother they didn't know.
The
Listen.
second time they knew.
The second time they knew when he went back.
Apparently the first
But when they did the research, one of the people, the old people in the village said, Manbahal is
His
brother, left the village and gone to Calcutta and never came back. They thought they left the village, went to Calcutta and never came back.
They also said that he went to Calcutta and he had his big shop there, and then they heard that he went across the ocean, and he never came back.
You see, what I'm trying to figure out, is it that they didn't understand distance?
It's possible.
And that they, because village people, they really,
At that point in
Yes.
time, I don't think anybody
They
appreciated
did
it.
not know
Distance.
what they were getting into.
Yeah.
No, that's a common story, correct? Because even the embellished story, I could talk about the ones on Suriname. They say going to Sriram.
Right,
Suriname.
right.
So thinking that to attract them to say, well, remember the story is not in India but outside.
Right, so-
the not separate part, so that they would have thought about that and been fooled to come.
But being Brahmins and having to cross the Kalapani, tell me about that. Well,
We don't know that, but I know there is a school of thought that if the Brahmin crossed the Kalapani, they lost that
Caste.
I think caste in general.
Yeah.
He's a caste.
So what was your family's experience? And you, Sharma, what
He
was
went
it?
back and he did his Sanskrit. He did remember he made 4 trips, so he was not an
But-
outsider.
What I understood is that whilst that kind of stigma was attached in India, it never meant anything here because the people here were starved. The average Indian who came was starved for having people.
They have to go.
They're closer.
We'll
Okay, so we can, all right, so let me close off this section of it. So we don't, you never heard stories about loss of caste, like when he went back, was he admitted back into his
Yeah,
family
he didn't have that
easily?
problem.
He didn't have that
That
problem.
They didn't, because they even when we went to the village, they told us that when they have wedding ceremonies, they call the name of the ancestors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seven generation,
Yeah.
and they do call Bahal name.
But they also ask you when you come back to do some kind of purification rites. You never heard?
Oh, we wouldn't know that.
You never heard?
I don't know, but I certainly will have.
Okay.
They have ceremonies for everything.
All right, so let's